Welcome back to Internet Guys. Time for another anime first impression video. Welcome once again, guys. It's going to be on a Guilty Gear Strive Dual Rulers, which, time of recording, there's already 3 episodes out, only subbed through Crunchyroll. And like I said in previous videos, I'm trying my best to get most first impressions out by this Wednesday. So this might be one of the last videos you see when it comes to first impressions of these series. And anyways, it is what it is. I've been struggling to get stuff out. It is a busy week for me at work, but after school, before school, try my best to release and record, which really is the harder part. These videos. This anime is a anime from a game from the late '90s, I believe, maybe early 2000s. It is one that I think it has a lore that if you played the games, you probably would enjoy it more as if you didn't. So, anyways, before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you do subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing this video. If you guys subscribe, hopefully one or two more will get me to my next little milestone here in YouTube. So I'm very hoping to get there by this week because there's small milestones, but every 100 subscribers I love to celebrate just because for a small YouTuber, that's a huge accomplishment. So thank you again if you are one of those, and welcome yourself in the comment section if you don't mind. So okay, let's talk about the series Guilty Gear Strive Dual Rulers. I'm gonna make sure you have that tag at the end, just because Guilty Gear was the game. I think Guilty Gear Strive, I think, was another game, something like that. They had multiple games. I believe it was Guilty Gear X, and then, which I think I saw it for the Game Boy at one point, and then they had X2, and then they had other games. And looking here at the list, yeah, they had several games. They had Guilty Gear X, Guilty Gear X2, Guilty Gear 2 Overture, Guilty Gear XRD Sign, and then Guilty Gear XRD Revelator, and then Guilty Gear Strive, which I'm guessing this is the one that inspired the anime. This one released back in June 2021 through the Xbox Series, PlayStation 4 and 5, Microsoft Windows, Switch. It was actually it was pushed a lot, but not enough where everyone was talking about it. But I did remember seeing it as a game. It is a fighting game, so the lore behind it is not as huge when it comes to like a bunch of details, but the stories are still there. People really enjoy these characters. Unfortunately, I just never played the game, so I don't know much about it. The anime starts with a kind of a short story of explaining who the new ruler and king of this world is. And essentially, he used to be a warrior, I'm guessing from previous games. He used to fight these creatures called gears. They're monsters of the world. And he met one who he fell in love with. She showed him that they can come into peace and they can live with one another without having to kill each other. And this is something that um, he now is trying to live for and strive for. Um, because of this, he when he becomes leader, he basically wants it to be where they come in union. So they eventually get married after having kids and all that. And what ends up happening is they have a party, and in this party, we meet other characters who are kind of like the guards and stuff like that. They all kind of have their own special abilities, special magic. There's a girl with a yo-yo, and there's another red-haired girl with a sword. And our protagonist, where I think it's protagonist, blonde hair, he has his own power with his own. I think it's also a sword. Um, and then the gear, who basically tries to ruin the whole thing, goes kind of haywire in the first episode. She also has her own powers, and I don't know if she's a gear or a human. To be honest, she didn't really look like a gear, but she does go haywire, and this obviously causes a big disruption in the peace agreement they're trying to come together to. So because of that, it just kind of goes downhill from there. So the whole first episode is essentially that there's a party, there starts a fight, and then they go haywire. We see powers, we see a lot of action, we see people saving kids. The roller, the yo-yo girl saves a kid, and that's really it. Like there's a lot of characters just being thrown at you from that point on, and again, knowing that this comes from a game, I feel like it was mostly and purely enjoyed by those that have played the game, those that have seen the characters. Like I remember when they first announced a Mortal Kombat movie, or when they first announced a Street Fighter movie. I mean, people were excited about it, and even if they didn't do well with the live action movies, people were just kind of in awe to see their favorite character in the big TV, right? And I kind of feel like it's the same way with this one is, and with a lot of action and um game animes, is that it's more for the crowd that grew up with the game. It's more for the crowd of those that have that nostalgia, and the story might be a little bit crazy and all over the place, but it's for them. It's for them to enjoy. It's for them to see their characters in outside of just a regular fighting game where there's not a lot of story unless you read it, and a lot of people don't actually read it, they just skip it. I know a lot of people that would play Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, like I said, and they wouldn't read the stories. They would just kind of skip. Okay, let me fight. But they had that one character they loved, and they in their own mind they had like their own story for him. So just kind of seeing that unravel in an anime or live action or anything, it's fun for people. So yeah, that in a nutshell is the first episode and my first impressions on it. I don't think it's if for everyone. I don't think it's gonna be top five for a lot of people, but I do think it might be top five for some people, the fans of the series. So I'm gonna give it a just and give it a 6.5, even though for me would be more of a 5 to be honest. But go check it out. There's 3 episodes out. It's only sub for now, so go give it some love. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't done so by now, go check out my other first impression videos. I have a lot, 15 plus, maybe more. Um, so go check those out. I have more to come from here to Wednesday. Wednesday is my cutoff day. I already hold myself. So thank you again, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.